Hello everyone, this video is about how I cleared my AWS Developer Associate certification. So let me tell you about my background first. I have around 10 years of experience working as a Java developer and I did not have any certifications earlier, and this is my first certification exam. So when my company took initiative to migrate on-premise infrastructure to AWS, and they required our team to complete the certification as part of AWS migration. So I took this certification in 2023 June, and I passed it in my first attempt with a 770 score. So before taking up this certification, I did not have prior AWS experience, but I had working experience on Azure and GCP. I spent around 4 weeks preparing for this exam. On working days, I used to spend 2 hours preparing, and on weekends, I used to spend 4 to 5 hours preparing for this exam. So, before going through the exam overview, learning resources, tips, let me clarify a few questions about this certification. So, first one is why AWS Developer Associate and why did I choose to do this certification? If you are a software developer and working on cloud native applications, I would suggest taking up AWS Developer Associate certification because this certification covers development with AWS services, security, deployment to AWS, and troubleshooting and optimization. And the next question is this certification mandatory to get interview calls? Not exactly. So AWS certification is not strictly mandatory to receive interview calls, but it can significantly enhance your chances. So this is also helpful for our career growth. So next one is, do you need hands-on experience before taking up the certification? While hands-on experience is not strictly required to take an AWS certification exam, the practical experience can be beneficial. And the next one is, who need this certification? So AWS Developer Associate certification is mainly for software developers, especially those involved in cloud computing and related fields. And if you are a Java developer, it is definitely nice to have. Is it difficult to pass this certification? So this certification can be challenging, but the difficulty largely depends on your background and preparation. Let's come to the exam overview part. This is the official website from AWS where we can get all the details related to the certifications. So coming to the exam overview, this is an associate level exam and the exam duration is 130 minutes and we will be given 65 questions. It can be multiple choice questions or multiple response questions, and the cost of this exam is 150 US dollars. So if we convert it into INR, it comes around 12,600 rupees. And the testing options are, we can take this test at Pearson View authorized testing center, or we can take it at home using the online proctored exam. And this certification is offered in multiple different languages shown here. So coming to the learning resources, I have followed this course by Stephen Marek in Udemy. So this gives you full knowledge about the certification, and there are other courses as well you can take as per your convenience. After I completed the course, I took these practice exams by Stephen Marek in Udemy. Total it has 6 practice exams in it, and these were really helpful in testing my knowledge. Now coming to exam tips. Tip number 1. If you are a non-native English speaker, you can get extra 30 minutes. So for this, once you create your certification account, you can come to this exam registration tab and click on exam accommodations page. Here you can request for accommodation using this request accommodation link. Then the extra 30 minutes will be added to your exam, and this has to be completed before scheduling an exam. If you have already scheduled an exam and you wanted to get this extra 30 minutes, then you need to cancel this exam and then request for this accommodation and reschedule this exam. Tip number 2. Take as many practice exams as you can. I have taken up Stephen Marek practice exams in Udemy. Once you finish taking a practice exam, review the questions very carefully. For example, if you see this question, this is the correct answer for this, and there is an explanation given below. So for this is the option and there is an explanation, and this is a second option and this is an incorrect one and there is an explanation given. So review these explanations very carefully. Once you pass the exam, you can download your score report from your certification account. You can click on this exam history tab, and then here you can see if you are pass or fail. If you are passed, then you can download your score report from here. So this is my score report. Here I scored 770 and the result is pass. And the minimum score needed to pass is 720. And in the below you can see section level breakdown. So here for the security part I scored 26%, which is less. So that's why it is marked as needs improvement. For the other sections, it is marked as meets competencies. And also you can download your badge if you are passed. So from here in the digital badges, you can sign into Credly. Here you can see your badge, and also you can share it with your colleagues and in social media. Thank you.